okayfm 101.7.
Debo mamenko Honorable Davis Opoku OPK MP4 employer so na mini ni kodi enkomo Honorable Memoache
Beje so kwame menia
na boko de
yo be mi na waye mi menia peni employer for so ma me se me man kai
aha
ja me ba e wona na so mu kakra
ai
o mi ana afa me ade mi akodi fufu kakra ya de we mi paki
the Honorable say we na tintim oh eti ese mi ja wona ato bo aso bo adwuma Ghana Honorable maba wo ncha no peya de esi wo mrahye bedwa mu ma nei mo speaker rule let me declare 46 vacant amma nei ka say wo they are without representation in parliament na wo kura no yeso truck ho krata bi koma speaker na nkomo yi etisen
yo kwame yidi ngai ma me fa konya na mentia o chefo dito ne o mo friend price and peso aso na one here ka pepe ente ye kabi me kedi ammo ye nyina ye tu ta na tie tabio kire wagene ene kwa e fa so ye nyina ye mampo aye ni aya ye kuche group krata so e fe 1992 constitution e tie ene na ye di ma ye ma nwa ate na senia medien no nyesa na kwa medien na senia kwa medien na nyesa na aye tie na senia aye tie nyesa na sikaje Bibiano, the Mampono, ama ya kwanya se bibitre ya gre awo ya 1992 constitution ni mana mebia o Ghana ate na emeya pason a decide di mana hye won sa the feno Supreme Court of Ghana wo mo ne wa kwanya se asembia o Ghana ha bia se be pente ni want mentima ho ase bia abemu bia wo mo ne ho akwanya se wo mbekeke ntino asemu edi nkan abeko Supreme Court na no leader asenya makina indicate say already try no ya na ba ku Supreme Court ya ko kontre ntino enra mechi speaker na o ye ba ko atabi o me personally me pena center na ni se mo de kan no o ka si ni no anya dia me ya agina nyi fame o kasa no o bo bi to about representation. So the representation should not be taken lightly by anybody in this country at all.
Yes.
Then I'm pressing for akoto abayi mi seminar me mo mra se be gani for 4 years. Na no kin me veteran cry no. Bi ko yi na me ko tre magre. Na ya fa ne say speaker cause my tre magre no be yi mi efiri so say me na me ye member of parliament. See that. And now say political party I may join NPP amanoku akoye bibi enye na makotre magene se ade a won yi se bio ebe ha me mampo aha price on peso so for ndino meni omo nyagene na enu ntino o makoyi ni efuruto ade no the constitution never gave anybody that right through here they say mampo nsa ye wo mo e ko sa line December 7 ko to abayi yen as parliamentarians and that to me no omo nsam kuto ne wo na sa article 97 1G ni 1H ni komo a ekoso bebre no kwame e da hopete say to me am for the asha wonsa no omo the asha wonsa in a particular term 4 years kono ko jira ya name for 4 years I mean within that 4 years no I can decide say oh sir and me papa o ma me friend so and so a big constituency.
Yes, minimum
in the 2024 election, many price will be me contest. That is a decision that I have taken. But the ultimate responsibility in electing the leadership and as the member of parliament for a decision resides with the people. But until then, in this parliament, in this 8th parliament in India, I remain the member of parliament representing the people of Emprise. And somebody can decide. For instance, Ocean Minia Badokia, no, your MP for coupon. and then or contest MP for events or Okankwe North. Also, Honorable Boniface Abubakar Sadiq, no MP for Salaga, and maybe took a decision say or person contesting Medina. The decision as to Boniface becoming the MP for Medina no rest with the people and not any other person, not even he Boniface.
Ayi mami musadie bi in law the intent to say abato a ye ba betui me gina to say ha abato ni nyama so do I get punished was say my magni say
this is somebody's intent, this is somebody's future. Obi agri a wo green for the daction at taking the decisions abato e be gina men person me gina e wo party we bi mo na person me gina wo party we bi mo any panic decision. The person is not a member of parliament. Uncle to abandon you say or your independent member.
Me ba your notice of post no kram honorable notice of post no notice of post no e mama ya hunu say ampa ne ampa ni pakro no kra no wo begina
no abi obegina e fa ho ben. It is nobody's business. It is the business of the constituency Opoku to elect him. But until then, as the person reneges on his responsibilities as member of parliament, no. The only instance I need to renege and he said, "Oh, better crata," and I see the parliament in what sort of workers will cross no now on joining MPs or joining MPs. That is the only time within this particular set of 4 years, that is the only time somebody can take a decision.
Honorable Minister,
Obi
speaker ruling no. We won't say or cross a carpet and now say a dear being.
So I don't understand. Nipa no uncross a carpet or say nipa make decision say we free NPP and I will free NDC. Now we call a party crono and no anything. Such a president should relinquish it. Parliament.
Acknowledge be.
I disagree completely.
Honorable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Me fan say Manubu Tusumasu, Speaker of Parliament.
Yeah.
Or adwene say obekọ court na one ne yira ware no wo makotwam next year enti oba no kan saa ne wie ye no a no me fan say akọbọ court amane say next year kura no aware no pesu ogu no enti ehwa no court no ngu awade no ehwa no cheso oba ni eso ex wife ana
na oba ni ex wife.
I thank you.
Oba ni ex wife kwame.
Not until say.
In fact, say ne why are we going to court court na court man wa kwenya nwa ware no. Ne wakoto japadie akoto nsase. Na se bi oba no kran am fate kubra ma kwame. And then who to say to oba no has the right to be claiming for properties I would be because legally it still remains your wife. And that is, you see, and what has happened in this country is that people are saying, say, oh, okay, MPP4 and they be a nyachum and 4 years ago. Mr. Kwame, we be there 4 years ago. I did Honorable Andre Tiamani Sano. Some of them should, begin to realize that you cannot have your cake and have it. And who should transform your big goods and so it was wrong then, it is wrong now, and it will be wrong in the near future if anybody takes such a decision. And I think that we need to be very sincere with ourselves. Yeah, as MPP, we of course what we are seeing today. Well, the speaker who bases argument based on a president, but luckily, the speaker is not the final authority when it comes to the constitution of the land. And I'm happy to say, the leadership led by Arsenio Markin has taken a decision, said they are going to go to the Supreme Court and seek a proper interpretation of Article 97, 1G and H. I think, for me, that is the way to go. We cannot allow anybody to suppress people's representation in Parliament.
Oh, but Speaker say,
what happens to Gomwa? What happens to Fomena? What happens to Amenfi? They do not have members of Parliament any longer in the August House. We are speaking for them. And for me, if we were to weigh even their decision to contest in the near future and representation, putting it on the scale of balance, representation should have won the day. And I'm surprised such a decision was taken yesterday.
Honorable Mami Musa Biebi, let's speak and so can say matters of representation.
Next
speaker can say the three arms of government will be a Ginabrani. And yet Supreme Court never Parliament no the omunye. Hence his ruling on the matter.
Oh, Supreme Court and cast of a Parliament here. The Supreme Court no be any say emrana da ho no sene etie no nkekiremu ewo mu no omfa man so man nkekiremu a any other body must apply nkekiremu a Supreme Court in the so and it still falls within the separation of powers and to me the issue will be answer Parliament get the see be hwemra na aban the executive no the branch executive branch of government no wo mo sikaye mo mo niam a wo mo yemu no and ya bomb president Supreme Court and our court no on the say emrana da ho no won be kirikire mu na won de atentene e de aba and executive no on the say ya man for da I niam a wo mo ye kwan ye yi ene I tumi ya de share o man penin sa no ono so e be exercise through the ministers and an appointee. It is very clear we as a parliament do not have the power to interpret any section of the constitution when there's confusion. That to me, I share Supreme Court in that, and I'm very hopeful that the Supreme Court will take a decision on that.
Honorable, Kata who Chokoma speaker no na dey no wom.
Why me Kata me Chokoma speaker no na dey wom say we should accord Ghana for and as whom and as for MENA for abattoir onko to you know we should respect that and not take a decision that disturbs the power, the representation of one of them honorable Isiama and one of them Kojuasan to say one could not one name. They told me you know say he said yeah demra edia ensun sen Supreme Court ebeye adwuma no Oshe many about the Supreme Court the Supreme Court Constitution it remains supreme. The Attorney General case the Constitution of the land, you know, is supreme.
Hello.
And so we must respect it. Yes.
Okay, 101.7 any honorable Davis Opoku MP for Empire and Komono. What's it? Honorable Mr. Makwaba.
Major Sokwame.
Honorable Makwaba.
Major Sokwame, what's the name?
Betonka.
Good.
It is not the Atosu you say.
Kaka me de ko to speaker ni no. Na Mr. say issues of representation, issues of independence of parliament, issues of respecting the rule of law and also upholding people's representation, the power on the share. I don't take it lightly. Fame, I did a memorandum coma will be into me who know. Memorandum one, me yem rashid the genie and be man price in Peswa. So said your man penny great to me and bombing. Because I know man penny a MPO. Against speaker and a MP. A amount for over 25,000 a cost line for 2 hours. Sending go down my name on my sebedum. And it's a sebio, tell my penny ye be in ya, men won't go near Samakasa. The speaker be in ya, more go near Samakasa. That's how to me, no, obedient to me in Casa because what was Ravagine and not because what taking any other decision, you know, that is the power of representation. And I think it's something that we are all taking it lightly. Someone for Kotua Honorable Andrew Siama, so near the member of parliament for Fomna. Not because a Siama I take a decision say, okay, for 4 years I'm serving you as independent. Nemum, me person side me who back in the next election I ever could. Na Samoya Maduma, Makotina Manemu as MPP MP. That decision does not affect the MPship as at now. A Siama can decide say, okay, for me now 4 years, I'm a member of parliament and more. But this time I've taken a decision to make squad because they be a member of this squad and I never pass squad. So I want to go and contest that squad. You cannot stop him from representing the people of Fomina in this 8th parliament. And that is what
because you have to have a man for 4 years in Chai.
Yes, in Chai, Kwame. In Chai. and try a cry. I am one way, says, idea we are possible. Now, it's going to disturb. There's a lot of things that needs to happen in Parliament. I mean, at the end of the Ghana for Kotuaba, they took a decision there. There should be 137 members of Parliament belonging to the NDP side. There should be 137 members of Parliament belonging to the NDP side. And there should be one independent. Let us not disturb that. Now, I think that parliamentarians, as a people, and I'm urging the Supreme Court, say, we're not between. And then within a week and two, one transit, no one take a decision on this matter because it borders on the security of our country, it borders on the independence of Parliament, it borders, it even affects people's representation among four a year. And also soon will be something 1 year or maybe because Speaker has taken a decision say we on Brazil.
Now, Mami Musa, this question. Say, Speaker Tiho, no what to say. It will be class any deal woman say or could Gina content crow and now will free party be moved in the next Parliament or another party more. Or tell you now to be declared. What is he clothed with such powers?
But it does not have such powers. You see, it does not even have such powers. And you see, what's the constitution of our land is very clear. It's only the High Court that has the powers to declare a seat vacant based on certain factors. How I said, the Speaker began to say, the NPD, they are between them say NPD. And no problem, it is the clerk of Parliament that needs to inform Parliament, say, they will take steps. Electoral Commission, the Beba, say, okay, so we need to replace such a person. The Speaker only presides. The Speaker only presides over Parliament.
Baba Mamuzo adie. Mamuzo adio. Enti yem fan say clerk of Parliament aba. We say asumasi say the next Parliament no obe kwa manyokuo wi. Enti the next Parliament no a enye this Parliament no yetibi gina so twena so.
Okay. When make a clerk o ni 2 minutes obey you the next Parliament. No, clerk in this 2 minutes say obey you because we're taking decision. Na Kwame. So
me too, pa.
What of this? Say obey the order say the next Parliament I no longer want to represent the people of Empire.
So
the president taking a decision say he no longer wants to represent the people of Empire. So in the next Parliament is in this Parliament yenyi na.
Aha, sana mi buza.
Does it make sense? Abba. Why are we? Well, for me, I think that everybody is trying to appeal to the base. For me, that is the bottom line. The Opoku's decision that he took in 2020 was more political, and I think that Speaker Bagbin's decision is also political.
Mate, ona mami nya una minim sa fe na aba no ye ni di hu nkomo wai.
Me da se kwame.
Me pebere so na ye hia. Me da se. Honorable Davis Opoku MP for Imprieso. I want to raise the point.
OKFM 101.7.